Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to read Chapter 8, 2 More Golden Tickets Found. That evening, Mr. Bucket's newspaper announced the finding of not only the third golden ticket, but the fourth as well. 2 golden tickets found today, screamed the headlines. Only one more left. All right, said Grandpa Joe, when the whole family was gathered in the old people's room after supper. Let's hear who found them. The third ticket, read Mr. Bucket, holding the newspaper close to his face, because his eyes were bad and he couldn't afford glasses. The third ticket was found by a Miss Violet Beauregarde. There was great excitement in the Beauregarde family when our reporter arrived to interview the young lady. Cameras were clicking and flash bulbs were flashing, and people were pushing and jostling and trying to get a bit closer to the famous girl. And the famous girl was standing on a chair in the living room, waving the golden ticket madly at arm's length as though she were flagging a taxi. She was talking very fast and very loudly to everyone. But it was not easy to hear all that she had said because she was chewing so ferociously upon a piece of gum at the same time. I'm a gum chewer normally, she shouted, but when I heard about these ticket things in Mr. Wonka's, I laid off the gum and switched to candy bars in the hope of striking lucky. Now, of course, I'm right back on gum. I just adore gum. I can't do without it. I munch it all day long, except for a few minutes at mealtimes when I take it out and stick it behind my ear for safekeeping. To tell you the honest truth, I simply wouldn't feel comfortable if I didn't have that little wedge of gum to chew on every moment of the day. I wouldn't. My mother says it's not ladylike and it looks ugly to see a girl's jaws going up and down like mine all the time, but I don't agree. And who's she to criticize anyway? If you ask me, I'd say her jaws are going up and down almost as much as mine are just from yelling at me every minute of the day. Now, Violet, Mrs. Beauregard said from a corner of the room. All right, Mother, keep your hair on, Miss Beauregard shouted. And now, she said, turning to the reporters again, it may interest you to know that this piece of gum I'm chewing on right this very moment is one I've been working on for 3 months solid. That's a record, that is. It's beaten the record by my best friend, Miss Cornelia Princemeadow. And was she mad? It's my most treasured possession. This piece of gum is at night. I stick it on the edge of my bedpost, and it's just as good as ever in the morning. A bit hard at first, maybe, but it softens up again. Before I start chewing for the world record, I used to change my piece of gum once a day. I used to do it on our elevator on the way home from school. Why the elevator? Because I like sticking the gooey piece I just finished with one of the elevator buttons. Then the next person who comes along and presses the button gets my old gum on the end of his or her finger. And what a racket they kicked up, some of them. You get the best results with women who have expensive gloves on. I'm thrilled to be going to Mr. Wonka's factory. I understand he's going to give me enough gum to last me for the rest of my life. Beastly girl, said Grandma Josephine. Despicable, said Grandma Georgina. She'll come to a sticky end one day chewing all that gum. And who gets the fourth golden ticket, Daddy? Charlie asked. Let me see. The fourth golden ticket was found by a boy called Mike TV. Another bad lot, I'll be bound, muttered Grandma Josephine. Don't interrupt, Grandma. All right, boys and girls, and tomorrow we'll find out about Mike TV. You'll never guess what he likes to do.